Hello everyone, peace of Christ to all. In this video we will answer Muslims regarding them having 5 prayers. There is nowhere in the Quran it says there's 5 prayers, and I will show you that. But I will show you a very strong proof even before we start. You know, if we go to the hadith in Sahih al-Bukhari, we will see the following. This is Sahih al-Bukhari, book number 58, hadith number 227. You will see in here Muhammad saying, this is when he went to Allah in the top of his flying donkey. The story which is told from the Persian. He said, I've been ordered to offer 50 prayer a day. So Allah gave him what? 50 prayer. It's not about 5 no more. He gave him 50 prayer. Then when he went out, he saw Musa. Musa told him, you know, the Jewish, they are so good in business. So the Jewish Musa, he told him, oh Muhammad, Abdul, what are you doing? You cannot do that. Your people cannot handle it. Okay? Go and ask Allah. You know, they cannot bear 50 prayers. Go and ask Allah for a discount. So Muhammad, he went back to Allah because Moses asked him to ask Allah for reduction. As if you are taking a loan or a mortgage. So and I asked Allah to reduce that 10 prayer. You know, he reduced it 10 prayer. So this time, each time Muhammad he went to Allah, he reduced it 10 prayer. So it was 50, it became 40. Then he came out, Musa told him to go back again, and he went back to Allah again, and he reduced it 10 more. Then he went out, and he came to Musa, he asked him, he said to them the same story, he repeated the same story, says go back to Allah, and Allah gave him again, you know, each time Muhammad he go out to Allah, Allah he reduced him 10 prayer. And suddenly at the end, the prayer became, you know, 5 prayers. Which is proving Muhammad to be a liar. Because if Muhammad each time he go to Allah, he reduce him 10 times, there's no way the last prayer is going to be 5. The last prayer should be 10. Because remember, they are 50. So if first time Muhammad he went to Allah, he reduced it to 10, is going to be the second one 40, then 30, then 20, then 10. There's no way it's going to be 5 as long it's each time he reduced it 10, as we see in the story. Huh? So the story proving Muhammad to be a liar. This is number 1. Number 2, if the Quran already saying there's 5 prayers, what is the need of this? What is the need of this? If Muslims go by the Quran only, you know, okay, well the Quran never said about anything about the 50 prayer. Show me a verse in the Quran says that Allah he gave Muhammad 50 prayer. Never. Okay, show me where it says that Allah he made it them 40. Never. 30. Never. 20. Never. 10. Never. Even 5. Never. So you Muslims, you go by what it says in the hadith, not in the Quran. Don't fool yourself. This is the story in front of you. And if it is in the Quran, there is no need for this story, because Allah he gave him a verse and he told him pray 5 prayers already. So there is no need for this 5 prayer in here to be mentioned. As long as it's already mentioned in the Quran, that story will be a stupid story, because Muhammad in here he must be lying. Because if Allah already told him how many times to pray, what the point of saying to him 50 prayer and then 10 prayer and then 40 and then 30 and then 20 and then suddenly became 5? So the story, all of it is a joke. Now let us go and prove, you know, we have a limited time. Let us prove that what they are trying to prove to us, that the Quran prayer of 5 exists in the Quran, is a lie. Supposedly in here he is saying this is Salat al-Isha, this is Salat al-Fajr. Okay, great, you know, but just wait. Why he dropped something in here? Just to show you the deception of the Muslims. The verse in here is speaking about 3 prayers, not even 2. The morning one, the noon time, al-Zahira, and the night time. And that proved that Allah is speaking about 3 prayers. Because I want to ask you a question. First, why the verse is mentioned here to pray only twice? I will go with him. He is saying only twice, right? It's mean Allah is a stupid God. Because if there are 5 prayers, why the verse always is missing something? Why verses in the Quran? One verse in here saying do prayer of noon time, and the other verse saying, you know, what is that? Tell them how many prayer to have to pray. So in here he dropped the 3rd one, because simply that will prove that the Quran have always a 3 prayer. as you see it. morning, Zahira, which means noon time, and night time. And that is exactly what we saw in the other verse in the Quran, which chapter 11, verse number 14. The two end of the day. You know, the Muslims, they are confused about the two end of the day. And actually, the Quran is very confusing. The two end of the day, you know, if you think about it, you would say this is the night time and the morning time. It can be this way. But in the Quran, it's coming as the following. The two end of the day, which mean the morning, and when the day past the noon time, which is a noon time. And then the night, this is a 3. If you read any translation, let me show you. Here we go. Establish the worship at the two end of the days, and in the same watch of the night. So how many times they are? 3. If Allah is speaking about 5, it's mean the Quran really is messed up, because how come Allah in here he forgot to tell us that they are 5? He is talking about a 3. It doesn't matter really how smart you are, you can see them clearly that they are really 3. Calculate with me, please. Two end of the days, this is 2 prayers. And some of the night, this is 3. Did Allah in here forgot to mention more prayers? If this is true, it means Allah is a false God. If I read this verse and I'm a Muslim, what understand from this verse? Allah is saying to me, pray for it 3 times. Show me where is the 5. So the Muslim, they are confused. They're trying to find words here and there, trying to make it 5, but the fact, all of them, they are the same. They are speaking about the 3 prayers only. And I will show you that, because we don't have much time. Look in here, the chapter, and here it's, and praise be to Allah, whoever in the sky and the earth, night and day and noon. Well, this is not about praying, this is about everybody praise Allah. I can show you how many verses speaking in the Quran about praising God. Not only that, all day long. Let me show you. Chapter 21, verse number 20. They praise Allah day and night. Does that mean you Muslims, you pray non-stop? They celebrate His praise night and day. Are you going to say this is a prayer time too? This is non-stop, day and night. Muslims, as long as they are awake, they praise Allah. So stop playing games and fooling yourself and trying to fool people. This is not about prayer. This is not Ashiyan, you know, unbelievable how they fool themselves. A different verse, chapter 30, verse number 17. فَسَبَّحْنَا اللَّهَ حِينَ تُمَسُّونَ وَحِينَ تُصْبِحُونَ. Praise Allah when it's morning, when it's night. It's the same. It's the same as the first prayer we showed you. What's wrong with you? It's a morning and night. You know, amazing. Because the Quran we showed you, the verse we showed you, it says it's 3 prayers. In the morning, at night, and at noon time. You see it? Let's go again, continue. Unbelievable, man. Okay. And start the prayer at Duluk al-Shams ila ghasaq al-layl. Let us see what Duluk al-Shams mean. You know, this is one prayer, this is not 2 prayer. The Muslim scholars, they have 2 opinions about this. Some of them, they say that Duluk al-Shams is the noon time and ghasaq al-layl is the night. And some of them, they say no, it's the same. Duluk al-Shams is simply, it is when the sun set until the sun disappear. Either way, that will make the same prayer we mentioned already, because already we mentioned what? The night prayer and the noon prayer. If we go to the book of Al-Razi, Tafsir Al-Razi, here we go, there's 2 opinions, the most accurate opinion between all Muslims. This is showing you how confusing the Quran is. Look, they are people who speak Arabic fluently, they are scholars of Islam, they are the real Arab, and look what they are saying. From Jabir, the hadith saying that the Prophet, he ate with me, him and his companion, and when they left the house, حين زالت الشمس, when the sun was leaving, you know, disappearing, he says حين دلكت الشمس. حين دلكت الشمس, which mean what? Which mean the sunset. In different opinion, it says Jibril, he came to me when it was, you know, you will see in here that it's going to become a noon time. Atani Gabriel, he came to me when the Shams was doing Duluk, the Duluk al-Shams. حين زالت الشمس, when the sun left, and that was the noon time, so it must be a noon time. So in either way, it's still the same prayers we mentioned before, because we mentioned already the morning prayer, the noon prayer, and the night prayer. So this is just the same. It's not a new prayer. Unbelievable, man. Let us continue. And he count this prayer number 4. Isn't it 4? I don't know. Prayer. This is prayer what number? Anyway, let us continue. Let's continue. We are almost out of time. The Maghrib prayer. وأقيموا الصلوات طرفي النهار وزلفا من الليل. This is the one we showed you. The two end of the day and at the end of the night. Why he cut this part off? Ask yourself why he cut it off. Start the prayer at the two end of the day and the sum of the night. This is 3 prayers. Here we go. All the verses he is showing us proving that there are 3 prayers that is the same. The morning, the noon, the night. Unbelievable. You know, and here this is not about prayer. You know, the prayer number 5, the Salat al-Asha, it's the same prayer at the night time. Unbelievable, man. It's the same prayer. I'm so glad that he chose this verse to prove something for us, because chapter 24 verse number 58 proving that there is a 3 prayer only. Let us show you how that we can do that. You know, I'm not going to explain the verse to you. I will go and see what the scholar says about this verse. Chapter 24 verse number 58, Tafsir al-Jalalain. You know, you will see in here, and by the way, we can take Ibn Abbas, well, it doesn't matter where we go. You will see it says in here, you have a 3 times of privacy. Those privacy is the following. Read with me, please. People, they need to ask permission to enter your place, your privacy, at 3 occasions, 3 times at the day. Before the dawn prayer, and when you take off your garment at noon, and after the night prayer. Okay, those are period of privacy. What is the reason for privacy? Because simply all of those occasions he take off his clothes, the person. Why he do that? Because he is doing ablution. A Muslim, when he do ablution, he have to wash his testicles, you know, his etc. You know, so he is almost naked. Actually, he is naked. So those are privacy time. It's a 3 times in the day, and this is the time when people, they have to ask for permission. Now let us ask me a question. If Muslims, they do 5 prayer a day, and Muslims, they are taking off their clothes, how come people, they should not ask to permission except 3 times? There should be 5. Because if this is when you take off your clothes, because you are praying, you are going to pray, you are preparing yourself for a prayer, then you should ask permission for 5 times a day. Because this is when you, as a Muslim, you take off your clothes, is 5 times a day, not 3. You do ablution in the morning, you do ablution in the rest of the 4 prayers, and that will make them 5. So this should be 5 times of a privacy where people should not enter without permission. You have to knock at the door. Are you naked? Can you get in? So either you say yes, I'm not, come in, I'm not naked, or you say no, just wait. So it's very clear. And by the way, the Muslim, they try to lie about the translation. I saw many translations. They say to you that when it says وَحِينَ تَضَعُونَ ثِيَابَكُم مِّنَ الظَّهِيرَةِ, they say when you put your clothes down because of the heat. There's nowhere it says the word heat. Nowhere, and this is why you can read it. You know, it's a lie. It's a joke. It says when you put your clothes down in the noon time. And this is the same when you in the morning. There's no need for it because already your clothes is down. You are just woke up in the morning. In the night time, it's the same. Arab people, they go and sleep very early. So you are not really dressed to go to work. You are done. You took your clothes already from long time. You know, those people, their life is very simple. They go home before sunset, because after sunset, life is dangerous. There's no light. There's beasts, there's animals. So this is the time when you put your clothes down, because at the daytime, you have to prepare yourself for a prayer. And there are 3 occasions of privacy. And that alone proving that it's only 3 prayer. And I showed you actually all of them, they are speaking about only 3 prayer: the morning, the night, the noon time. And this is what the verse is saying again. Thank you all for watching those videos. I hope that's we showed you what is enough to prove our proofs. And you can read any reference you want, and you will see that all over the Quran it says only 3 prayers. And Muslims, they are poor people, they are very confused. And ask yourself, a Muslim, why Allah don't make it clear in one verse saying pray 5 prayer? Isn't it stupid? It is. And this is why we reject Islam. Christ is Lord, Islam is false. Don't forget to get my book from Amazon.com, and you can order it from any country in the world, because Amazon, they have shipping for any country in the world, almost. Thank you very much, and see you soon.